But we all have a choice. The choice is you can let the outside noise affect you or drive you. What's it going to be?
But he is going to be met hard and met fast by number 31 of that defense, Daryl Green, a name that I have said again and again tonight. Daryl Green making a huge tackle.
Welcome to the 24/7 podcast. You are now here with Daryl Green. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to do a review and go over the games that we seen that I had slated as must-watch games for Week 5. Again, that's the Ravens versus the Bengals. That's the Cowboys versus the Rams. That's the Packers versus the Giants. All games which were interesting. Games I think lived up to the expectations that I had set on them. You know, games that are major headlines coming out of Week 5. Like I said, I seen those as must-watch games, and I think they lived up to that. I think they were very exciting games for different reasons, not particularly because of the score, but exciting because of the narrative behind the game, the narrative that we got taken away from the game, and just how they all played out. The first game I want to go to is the Ravens versus the Bengals, and I'm still not sold on the Ravens. I don't believe that the Ravens are performing well right now. When we look at the Ravens and we look at how their games have all played out, I think they should be 4-1, 5-0 at worst, because they get out the big leads and it's like they forget how to play football. They forget how to make play calls. They forget how to run the ball. Just errors like that. And against the Bengals, they were out to a 10-0 lead. 10-0 lead in the first half. Lamar goes out there. He throws it down to Duvernay, overthrows him. It turns to a pick. Now you're letting the Bengals linger around. You know that's an electric offense. You can't give them too many chances. They're eventually going to cash in, and that's what we've seen. They made it a football game. You can't miss that throw, especially being up 10-0. You make that throw to Duvernay down the sideline, and that's a statement play. That makes a statement. You could have went down and got points on that drive, really put them away early, but you let them stay in that game, and then you put yourself in a situation to make the game harder than what it really had to be. Lamar also missed another throw to Tylan Wallace, which really could have blew the game open. I mean, he had Tylan Wallace wide open. If he caught this ball, he was walking in for a touchdown, and Lamar missed that throw. I know those are throws that he wants back that's really eating him up, but you can't miss those throws, Lamar. And that's why people have been so critical of Lamar, because for them to be that team that's going to win at the highest level, and we're talking about NFL titles, for them to contend at that level, he can't miss throws like that. He has to be money on those throws, especially the difference-making throws. Throws that can really put points on the board, put you in a position to put points on the board. And he missed those two throws. I think that really let the Bengals stay in the game. Also, going to the Bengals side of things, I wasn't impressed. Once again, another week. I said they haven't been consistent. They got things going the last 2 weeks, good wins, but I still wasn't convinced. I still really wasn't sold on what I'm seeing from the Bengals. Like I said, I had the concerns of them being a one-year wonder, and it's because what I seen last night versus the Ravens, it wasn't really a Joe Burrow issue. It wasn't a Joe Mixon issue. It wasn't a Jamar Chase issue. It wasn't a player issue for me. For me, my issue was with Zach Taylor. Him being the head coach and the play caller, he made some questionable decisions. Going over to a play I seen, he goes for it on 4th and goal. When they're down 10-13, you could have got that field goal, tied it up 13-13, but you go for it and you don't get it. Also, you have a questionable play call in that situation. Before that entire situation, you also run a wide receiver reverse pass with Tyler Boyd, and he gets sacked. Mind you, this is a receiver. He doesn't have the knowledge of a regular quarterback to be able to throw that ball away, get the ball out of his hands. He lets Marcus Peters take him down, and then that really gets you out of range of scoring. And that's the things that you can't have. Like I said, I wasn't sold on Zach Taylor. I've said that in my previous video. That's why I really had concerns for them as a one-year wonder, because some of his decisions, and we can't really we can't get too much on him because he led this team to a Super Bowl. So he's thinking, what do these people know? What do they know? But no, Zach Taylor, some of the decisions you've been making are really poor decisions, really poor play calls. Why would you ever run that wide receiver pass? Why would you run that reverse in the red zone like that? You could have came up with a better play call. Then you have to take the field goal in that situation. Make it 13-13, put the pressure back on the Ravens, but you took it off of them. Also, going to the game-winning drive by the Ravens. Justin Tucker, that's the best safety net that any team can have in the NFL. He's up there with Vinatieri. He's up there with guys of those names. He's an all-time great kicker. He will be solidified in the Hall of Fame. You give them the ball with 1 minute and 58 seconds left. You give Lamar, and you really take the pressure off of Lamar in that situation because now they can run, they can pass. The playbook is open to so many options because all you have to do is get it into a certain range, and Justin Tucker can kick it from anywhere to 50 to 60 yards with air behind the ball. I'm not talking about a short kick. I'm talking about a kick that's going to surely be good behind the goalpost with more than enough air under it. That's the type of kicker that they have. So that's an ultimate safety net. And really, we've seen the Bengals give this game away. The Ravens, they went down. Lamar, he performed well on that game-winning drive. I like the read option run he had. I like the passes he made. But I just want to see consistency out of that team. You getting these big leads. Put these teams away. Stop making the games harder than they have to be.